the biggest cooking competition in Canadian history.
Time starts now!
And thousands of home cooks from across the country have auditioned.
I am getting that white apron. You better believe it.
Over 6 seasons,
It's a yes.
82 home cooks have been awarded the coveted white apron. But after a series of grueling challenges,
A lot of pressure here.
You have 1 minute, you can make it!
only 6
Eric,
rose to the very top.
David, Mary, Trevor, Becky, Jennifer.
While the rest
Hi, everybody.
had to give those aprons up.
Thank you.
Now, for the first time ever, the judges have invited 12 former competitors back.
4 years ago, I was so close to winning. I fell short by a paper-thin margin. Since then, I've started my own private chef catering company. I'm ready to show everybody what's up.
Masterchef Canada launched my culinary career. I do recipe development for a lot of big brands, but I need to take the next leap.
I'm not the person I was in season 5. This is a fresh start.
I've been running a restaurant for 3 years now. I want to showcase the talents that I've gained since season 2.
When I left the MasterChef kitchen, I immediately enrolled in culinary school, and I kicked ass.
We've all excelled or have created our own new paths in the food industry.
Before the pandemic, I was planning to expand this year. Instead, we had to close our cafe.
Being a frontline worker, I had to put my culinary career on hold.
I've been through a lot in my life, and those things, they've made me strong, and I'm coming back for redemption.
I left my job and started my own dumpling business. I have the skills now to be the next MasterChef Canada.
Second place is not good enough this time because I'm not here to play. I'm here to win.
Last time I was here, someone else walked out with my trophy. And I won it.
Oh my gosh, this is so crazy.
Oh, Lord.
Oh my God! I'm back.
Walking in, it is so surreal. It looks exactly the same. I think there was even a puddle of tears at the front, just in my memory.
As I'm walking into the kitchen, you know what I'm looking at? My nemesis. That damn clock. Welcome back, old friend.
It's like going back to a place that scares you, but also excites you at the same time. It's a good feeling.
A little deja vu happening here.
Seeing the judges again for the first time actually feels really different. I know how much I've worked over these last few years, so I'm actually really excited to show them what I can do.
So, we meet again.
Yeah!
Welcome back to the MasterChef Canada kitchen. It's your home away from home, again.
All of you had some success the first time around, and every one of you went on to start a career in food. That took talent and guts.
With that in mind, we've decided to give you an unprecedented opportunity.
A second chance to compete for the life-changing MasterChef Canada title and $100,000. And if that's not enough to inspire you, this year's winner will also receive a chef's package of Mila kitchen appliances worth over $18,000.
Oh my God!
That's amazing.
The only thing standing in your way is 11 of the best competitors who ever graced this kitchen.
Your previous experience here and in the real world gives you a huge advantage. But It also means we're expecting more in every way. Technique, innovation, creativity. And to put all this to the test, we've come up with our most difficult challenges ever.
So are you ready to see what's under those mystery boxes?
Yes, Chef!
You may not be so excited in a few seconds. 1, 2, 3, lift!
Yes. Let's go.
Yes. Oh, man. Oh.
Look familiar?
Yep.
Unfortunately. What you see before you is one of the worst dishes you've ever cooked in this kitchen.
Yep.
For some of you, it's what sent you home. For others, it was a big misstep along your journey. We want you to take your key ingredients and turn them into a culinary triumph.
In other words, this time it better be good.
Chef.
Yes, Chef.
We provided you with all the tools you need to succeed. A state-of-the-art kitchen, and MasterChef Canada has partnered with IKEA to create a sustainable pantry. By incorporating glass jars and containers, we've been able to concentrate on a diversity of ingredients while cutting down on waste. And we've also added a beautiful living herb wall.
The winner of this mystery box will earn a big advantage in next week's challenge.
But when we said the expectations would be higher this season, we weren't kidding. Because at the end of this mystery box, at least one of you will be eliminated.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Yikes.
You have 1 hour to reinvent a past mistake. And your time starts now!
Let's go, let's go.
Let's get it.
Woo, let's do this, guys. Go, 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 go.
Today's challenge is to recreate my original pina colada dish that sent me home on season 3. Seeing that melted dessert is like a nightmare vacation.
The only problem is that you can't serve a dish like this.
I've worked in a lot of restaurants now. I ended up being an executive chef at a restaurant in downtown Calgary for just about a year. Then I started April Lee Baker, custom catering and private chef. That drive to win and my confidence is just there. So this time, I'm going to make a pina colada mousse and flip it over its head by putting a pineapple rum curd inside of it. I want to show the judges that they made a good decision to bring me back.
It's amazing to be back in the kitchen, isn't it?
It sure is. And it's always nicer to be in a kitchen where you've got some familiar faces.
Feels great. Like, my adrenaline is going crazy right now.
All right, we're looking good here.
I know exactly what I want to do, and I hope I can get there. I'm seeing massive, fully constructed dishes around me, but mine is 1 egg. In season 2, we had to do 3 applications of an egg, and my soft poach was over.
There's some runniness, but not enough.
It's the thing that kicked me out of the MasterChef Canada kitchen. Today I'm making shakshuka. It's basically eggs dropped into tomato sauce. It's very, very important for me to cook that egg properly, or all of this is worth nothing.
When I lost in season 2, I went out on my ground pork. So today I'm making a totally new dish with it.
You managed to use ground pork and make this patty dry. You got an onion ring, you got a burger, and you got an egg. It's not very refined to me.
I'm just worried I won't have enough time to finish everything because I'm being real ambitious. I'm going to be making a trio of dim sum with a little bit of a modern twist on flavor. I'm a bit nervous, but excited.
Nothing you see here will be what I present to the chefs later today, because I don't like to repeat offenses.
That whole spread in season 5 was a mess for me. There was a pork belly, baby octopus, chicken thigh.
This is probably one of the worst tastings I've ever had.
I am back. No wasting the second chance. I have been cooking up a storm. I started my own business. I do private dinners and events. As soon as the show ended, I was asked to be the head chef for Pride Montreal in 2018. And now I understand the importance of representation. Visibility matters.
My tempura batter for my little squiddies.
Reimagining means that I can reuse all of the proteins that I did so poorly and show the judges I can do them really different from the first time around. The plan is to show off a little.
It's coming together on the fly.
We often refer to the cooks as home cooks. These are actually amateur chefs right now, to the point where you see they've all got their own knife kits.
It really tells me that they are here to win it.
Andy,
Chef.
where are you from, Andy?
East Coast, in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia.
And your biggest nightmare is the lobster? Have you considered moving to Calgary? You know?
I've practiced a lot of lobsters at this point. That disgusting lobster dish from season 5.
I feel like I'm drinking seawater.
I'm blown away that I served this. The second I got home from Masterchef Canada, I was all in on food. I've worked in kitchens, I've started my own catering company, I've done my own online business. Food is my life now. I'm doing this one for my wife. She has allowed me to chase this dream so hard. We mortgaged our house. She would come to dinners with me and serve. She would babysit our girls when I would go out to do gigs. I think a lot of the confidence that I have now, both as a man and as a cook, comes from her support. So this time I am 100% doing it for her.
So what are you gonna do with that lobster?
We have a butter poach going here. We're gonna do a really deep, beautiful, smoky cream sauce. I've got some dill oil, I've got some buttermilk biscuits. You would never have a lobster without a biscuit back home.
I see the confidence. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Beef cheeks. I served a plate of mush my last time.
Just looks like barf.
Well, you know, when you're under pressure, you know what's gonna get you? Your pressure cooker. Because the strong survive in this kitchen. I've been in the food industry longer than most of the people here. It is not easy. I've been on all sides of the gamut. I've owned my own and I've worked for somebody, and it's all hard. But I was working so much that I lost focus on my family. So I went back to plumbing for a year and discovered that I should never have left. Food is my soul. So this is where I'm at now. I want to find balance, and this girl is going again for her dream.
Hey, Dora.
Hey.
I have to be honest, I am so happy to see you back.
Oh, I'm happy to be here.
So walk me through your dish.
I'm going to do my take on a po' boy, because cheeks and beef, God, I just want to eat it all
Sandwich?
up. Yes, I know.
A sandwich, really?
I hear you. I'm feeling you right now. But I feel it's a great vehicle for my blueberry barbecue sauce and my pulled cheeks for you today.
Well, it's great to have you back. Can't wait to try your dish.
Thank you.
Okay, breathe, think.
Hi there, Taya.
Hi, oh my gosh.
So this dish possibly stood between you and winning MasterChef
That's
Canada.
right, 100%.
You got that close
I
to
did.
it.
Crispy pork belly with the pork tamale ball. It's like staring into my ugly past.
The tamale bowl was a little bit undercooked and was just a tad on the dry side.
It was heartbreaking, but you know what? Everything happens for a reason. And, you know, I'm just gonna fight the good fight, as they say. I feel like I totally deserved to win last time, so I want to just blow the judges' minds and blow everyone out of the water.
Tell me how you're going to reinvent this dish of yours.
I definitely wanted to do pork, but I just don't think I have enough time. So I'm just gonna render down some pork fat, and then I'm gonna do a crispy skin chicken, but I'm gonna baste it in the bacon fat to give it kind of like a bacony pork flavor.
I look forward to tasting it.
Thank you.
Good luck, and
Thanks.
welcome back.
Thank you. We got a good char on that. I'm trying to be calm. This is way more intense than I remember it. Being in the kitchen just brings me right back to the finale. It was my $100,000 mistake.
Everyone here has something to prove. Nobody wants to go home. So, yeah, the pressure's on.
12 former competitors are back to win.
It's hot. I'm sweating already.
And they have 40 minutes left to face their fears and reinvent a dish that haunts them from their past.
We are not asking them to create a replication of what they've done, but a reimagine, a new version. But they have to use those key ingredients that were part of that nightmare.
I'm making monkfish sinigang. It's a traditional Filipino dish of tamarind paste and fish sauce. The last time I cooked monkfish, Chef Alvin told me that I did not treat the protein properly because it's considered poor man's lobster.
That's like using filet mignon in a stew.
I have to tie the monkfish so it stays round while I cook it. Feel good. I'm ready to redeem myself with this dish.
Quick and dirty method here. The dish that really still haunts me is that salmon dish. I just needed to really tighten up those flavors and execute it better. Last time I was here, I didn't have a clear identity in food. So this time, I really like to showcase Vietnamese flavors. Today, I'm making a green curry with poached salmon. I'm going to do it justice.
You can see my hand shake, so that's how real this is. Last time I accidentally served raw Wagyu beef to the judges.
It's rare, borderline raw.
After I left the Masterchef kitchen, I was doing private dinner events and private catering events, and it was a joy. Then I got a letter from the BC Cancer Agency saying a test result is indicative of liver cancer. And I'm like, I'm going to spend time with my wife. I walked away from cooking professionally for pretty close to a year. But then I had a consultation with my physician that I didn't have liver cancer. So I had 3 martinis that night. Life doesn't afford us very many second chances. So I am back for vindication. And today, my plan is to serve them a Wagyu beef tartare, but this time I'm serving raw meat on purpose.
You know, our industry is going through a very, very tough time. And it's great to see the positive, enthusiastic energy that are coming from these home cooks.
Andre, how are you? Hi, Chef. Before I say anything about the food, I just want to say that I am extremely grateful for all the work you've done as a frontline worker during these very, very difficult times.
Thank you, Chef. Before the pandemic, I was doing a lot of food events, and I was really trending upwards and getting my name out there. Being a frontline worker, I had to put all my food on hold because I had to work full-time right in the hospital. I had to clean OR rooms, making sure there was no spread happening. I'm so happy to be back in this kitchen. Making it all the way to the finale of season 6 made me realize I should be in food. Damn, Uni is gonna curse me forever, but I'm gonna give it a good treatment today.
You use a huge slab of cauliflower. Where's the sea urchin there? So here is cauliflower.
Uni is very delicate, so I'm gonna treat it very nicely. So today I'm gonna be making a amos bosh. I'm gonna have it with uni butter and coconut noodles. And instead of rice, I'm gonna have rice paper. And I'm gonna fry it so it's nice and crispy and make a cup out of it.
Okay, well, listen, good luck. I'm excited to see what you do.
Thank you, Chef.
Salt.
Hi there, Christopher.
Long time no see.
Nice to see you back in the Masterchef kitchen.
Glad to be here. After I left the Masterchef Canada kitchen, I took fate into my hands and opened my first bakery. That was an all-time high for me. I've never regretted a day of it. But the pandemic has made me realize that the food industry is the fragile one. When things shut down, it was really difficult. Winning would help us rebuild the business. But to be here, I had to leave behind my fiance, and we were really looking forward to start planning our wedding together. But unfortunately, now we've had to put it on delay. But she understands, and she's cheering me on, so I really hope to bring back the goals for her.
So what do you think you have to prove in this competition?
I think everybody thinks that I only know how to bake. I've been working really hard to improve my savory. So I'm using ground pork, ground shrimp to do 3 types of dim sum.
That sounds pretty ambitious. I can't wait to see it. Thank you, Chris.
30 minutes! You have 30 minutes left.
I'm kind of in a little bit of trouble because I separated my moves, and I don't know what to do for a plan B at this moment. I start my mousse and everything just kind of seems to go wrong. The mousse is the most important part of this dish. I overwhip my cream and it has turned to butter. So it's separated. It's not looking good at all.
April is unraveling right now.
Please don't let this be like last time.
The Back to Win competitors have 20 minutes left in a mystery box challenge that will send at least one person home.
In my head, I know as a chef, I don't have enough time to set this mousse. So I'm mixing my mousse now with my lemon curd. I think maybe I can make a pastry cream. I'm knee-deep in the weeds. But I am not going home.
Okay, pave, demi, steak.
Damn.
Hey.
The Salisbury steak is back.
Yes, chef, unfortunately. But I've gone to school, I've learned new techniques.
When I left the Masterchef kitchen, I immediately rolled into culinary school because it was a dream of mine to go do it. And then at the end of my school year, I found myself pregnant, so the brakes got put on. So as for doing things in the industry, it hasn't been much because I'm tied up at home. But just because I became a mom again doesn't mean I can't keep fighting for a dream. You can have both. There's a delicate balance, but it's within myself to find that balance, and I will.
How are you gonna impress me?
Instead of some ground beef, I decided to do a sirloin tip. It's gonna be cooked medium rare, a potato pave,
Okay.
as well as some pickled pearl onions, a great mushroom demi-glaze.
I love the way you're reinventing the Salisbury steak.
Thank you so much, Chef. I really appreciate that.
Andrew.
Hi, Chef. How are you?
Good to see you. I'm doing well.
Fantastic.
So, how are you going to reimagine this lonely little poached egg?
I'm doing a dish called shakshuka, or otherwise known as eggs in purgatory.
Purgatory.
Eggs in purgatory.
Are you in purgatory right now?
I am not in purgatory. I'm exactly where I need to be, Chef. Back when I was on the last time, I was working my federal government job, which I hated. So 3 years ago, I opened a restaurant. And I've never been happier. My mother was the inspiration for the naming of my restaurant. Afrit was her nickname for me when I was a kid, and it means troublemaker in Arabic. I got my whole passion for cooking from her, and I'm here to make my mother proud because she's amazing.
Poached egg, liquid center?
Absolutely, Chef. That's the only thing that is scaring me right now, still to this day, and I've cooked thousands.
All right, you know what we want to see?
Yes, Chef.
Hi, Jeremy.
Hey, Chef. How you doing?
I'm always good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good,
I almost
well.
got all my mise en place done.
Well, no, I was talking about in general.
Oh,
I
in
got-
general, it's good. I have a fiance. I
Yes.
have 2 young daughters now.
Yeah.
So trying to win this for them. Since I was last on MasterChef Canada, a lot has changed, actually. I'm a dad, and I'm a family man now. So I quit my engineering job to pursue food full-time. I run my own little private chef catering company. I've done a lot of fundraising, and it's just been a great experience. But the food industry is tough. Recently, I had to go back to my engineering job to support my family, so my business has been put on the back burner. Winning MasterChef Canada would give me the means of fulfilling my lifelong dream, which is opening up my own Filipino food restaurant.
You know, you can't let fear hold you back in the kitchen.
Fear is your biggest enemy. You want to know something? I don't see any fear here. But look at Dora. She's using that pressure cooker again.
This pressure cooker is what got my goose cooked the last time. But you're not gonna get far in this kitchen without a little bit of risk. I know that a sandwich is a risk, but my style is comfort, humble food.
Crank that bad boy up.
Marisa is showing us a real myriad of techniques.
Oof, there's so much risk with every single element I've got. My pork belly could not be tender. My chicken could be raw, but I hope it pays off.
I blanch the lobster, I take it out and start breaking the shells off. And I notice the lobster is still super raw. I just have to get that lobster into the butter and just heat it up very gradually. I'm starting to freak out a little bit.
10 minutes. You only have 10 more minutes.
Stop wasting time.
The hell? What on earth?
The crucial part about my dish is I need to make sure that my chicken isn't overcooked.
This is honestly the worst.
My chicken is not cooking properly. What the heck's going on? It has to be perfect, or I'll be sent home. And if I didn't come back to lose.
With time winding down in a mystery box challenge that will send at least one cook home,
What on earth?
Taya's run into a problem.
Why is this chicken not cooked? It doesn't make any sense.
It's so close. Oh no, that's why it's not working.
My oven isn't even set to the right temperature.
Dang it.
Only way I can recover from this is to crank the heat, and I'm gonna have to sacrifice an uneven cook because I can't serve raw chicken.
That's super frustrating.
5 minutes, only 5 more minutes.
Even though I'm about 5 minutes from where I should be with my beef cheeks, I gotta pull that pressure cooker. Voila! I am happy, happy girl. They look beautiful. Okay.
I had to scratch my mousse, so I'm trying to create something at this point to get on the plate. The clock is just ticking away, but I know I can pull this off.